we are working on eye yoga. It's something that I talk to friends about all the time, from time to time. And then also, it's something that helped me with my vision, and I want to kind of pass that on and give you guys some practices on how to see what that looks like and how to practice it. I'm gonna look a little bit crazy, and that's just kind of the nature. But yeah, let's just go ahead and kind of get centered right now. Maybe arrive to the center of your mat and take an exhale through your mouth. Now inhale. Just normal breathing, filling up the lungs. And then exhale, relax the shoulders, let everything go. Inhale again through your nose, into your low belly. And exhale with a sigh, let it go. One more time, go ahead and inhale through your nose, into your low belly and up the ribs. Exhale, maybe with a hum, let it go. On your following inhale through your nose, fill up the belly, up the ribs, hold for like 2 seconds. And then very gently release with a hum. We'll take that again. And one more time. Placing your one hand on your belly and one hand behind your low back. Go ahead and press yourself up to like a upward straight seated position. I know my hips tend to tuck under, so I always have to like untuck them so that they're nice and straight, and having a hand there just sort of helps me. I can always place one of the hands behind my sacrum to just sit there, or what I can do also is come to the edge of the mat, or edge of a blanket or a pillow, and just sort of find that upward rotation with my hips, and then I can find kind of like like when you put a rock under a car on a hill so that it won't roll. It's kind of like that. The blanket serves as your rock, you are the car, you're the vehicle. So let's go ahead and take that 3-part breathing where we inhale into our belly, up the ribs, and into the chest. We're going to hold for 2 seconds. And then we're going to exhale with the hum through our nose. We're going to hold for 2 seconds. We're going to inhale and then do it again. Hold at the top for 2 seconds. But make sure that you're really inflating your belly, allowing your rib cages to really open up, and then allowing your chest to just sort of expand through the clavicles, through the heart. And then when you hold it, just relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Then exhale through the nose with a hum, just very subtle. And then just kind of give everything back a hug. Your ribs are hugging your organs, belly buttons, pressing everything inward so that your organs get to have like a squished feeling. This gives them like a hug feeling. I like that. You're gonna have better immune system. So let's go ahead and maybe close your eyes if you want, or in case it's something that's not moving. I always like to close my eyes. So go ahead and exhale here. Okay, inhale through your nose. Take it again. And one more time. One for a lucky bone. Perhaps close your eyes or keep a soft gaze, floating your hands to your heart center, pressing your thumbs toward your heart, tucking your chin slightly for a long neck. And then now bowing your head in gratitude for this time, for this place, and for this moment. Perhaps setting an intention for your practice. It is 2021, it's a new year, things still are uncertain. It felt like as we shifted away from the year 2020, new hope would arise. And we still have over 11 and a half months of this year. And I want to encourage every single one of you to make the best of it. Plan on a to-do list, plan on a goals list, and really get up every day to tackle on memorizing a new word in the vocabulary, perhaps learning a new language, cleaning out that monster clavicle skeleton closet that you so badly avoid. Get to it, people. What are you waiting for? In this intention, I want to set a clear vision intent as we are doing eye yoga for myself. This is my intention. You can use the same, or you can set your own intention. And with that, floating your hands back down to your knees or thighs, and then blink softly, gaze at the floor, and then begin to look up if your eyes were closed. And we shall bring a finger, our index perhaps, right in front of us. And we are going to only move our eyes. So we're going to pick a spot on your finger that you're going to follow. So maybe it's a dot, maybe it's a fingernail corner. Let's go ahead and rise your hand, bring it up as high as you can until literally your forehead kind of hurts and you're starting to not be able to see it. Gently bring it down. Keep staring at that little spot. When you skip a spot, go back and continue where your eye flickered and left off. Go ahead and take it all the way down south, and then I'm wanting to tilt my head, but go ahead and take it as far as you almost cannot see it, just the very, very edge, and then bring it back to the center, out in front of you by your nose. All right, now we are going to take it to a side and just continue. This is very harsh, but it's also because we don't practice stretching these muscles, not just the actual vision, but the actual muscles that hold our eyeballs. Oh my God, I'm seeing doubles. And then bring it back through center. We're going to take it to the other side. Again, remember that if your eye flickers and skips a spot, just bring the finger backwards and the gaze, and then take it, and then I'm going to switch my hand. back where you left off. Your eye likes to do this thing that bugs you. It likes to jump. And bring it backwards through center. Alright, go ahead and close your eyes and very gently with your fingers, just give your eyeballs a little massage. That was a lot. And your eyes are like, ah, that hurts. Alright, now send your hands back down. Now we're going to take it a little bit further, so bring a hand out in front of you, index finger, pick a spot to stare at, and then we're going to go ahead and go back to a side. And we're going to do a half moon rotation. So we are going to bring that finger upward in a half circle, and make sure you're like at an edge point where your eye like has to work for it. Oh my goodness, I haven't done this in a while, and this is really good for your eyes. And I don't have any scientific proof on this. I'm sure there's some benefits, scientific benefits. This is all from personal experience. I used to really enjoy challenging my eyes for some reason, and I really got like into it. I'm gonna go back to the top actually, and I'm gonna switch fingers. So I'm gonna go with my opposite hand. Oh my god, that hurts. My head definitely turns, so I need to like bring it back in. Oh, I'm gonna look so crazy on this video. And then go ahead and massage your eyes. Maybe hold down the bottoms like by the eyelashes as your eyes are closed, and then blink inside a few times, just like reset the eyes. I normally don't reset the eyes, but I think like it's a lot. It's a lot of energy that you're using, a lot of muscle energy. Ooh, just give yourself like a second to reset here. We're gonna take it backwards the other way. Okay, so bring a hand in front of you, and then follow that gaze over to the same outside where you ended, and follow the gaze going in a half moon circle going upward. Oh my gosh, y'all, I can't see my finger. There you go. Oh, my head is moving. Okay, I'm gonna switch fingers because I'm going to the other side. And bring it back to center, and good job. Give your eyes like a little bit of a break to reset. Just whew. All right, now we have to do the bottom half. So bring a hand out in front of you, follow the gaze over outward as far as your finger can go, and you can still look at it kind of struggling, but you got it. And then just go ahead and move downward. Oh my this one's like a little bit easier because we use our gaze downward a lot more. Switch the finger. Bring it back to center. I struggle with corners. Okay, so from there, just bring it all the way back out. And circle it downward. Switch the finger. Back to center. All right. Oh my gosh. Give yourselves a little bit of a pat in the back. Good job. And lengthen your legs out if you are not already there, and just give yourself a little shake. Give your body a little shake. Like, that was very strenuous on some parts. And we can get giddy with this. We can go even deeper. So let's do one more. So, and we'll incorporate it into the remaining of the practice. We got plenty of time. Okay, so let's go ahead and close our eyes. Remember to keep breathing. I didn't really cue much into it, I noticed at the end there. But remember to keep breathing even if I'm not cueing it, just intentional 3-part breathing. Go ahead and open your eyes. All right. And then what I want you to do is just hold yourself, like feel like you're holding on to yourself. And then gaze at your nose, just the tip of your nose. Go ahead and close one eye and gaze at that tip corner of your nose. And then move the gaze upward toward the eyebrow, and then circle it just around your very skeleton frame. Oh my goodness. And voila. Back to the tip. And very good. We'll do the other side. Close the opposite eye. Gaze at your nose. Move the gaze upward toward the eyebrow. And circle it around to the best of your abilities. I keep skipping. Oh gosh. And then around the cheek. And then back to the tip. Whew. Y'all, that is an exercise for the eyes. Oh my gosh, I should probably like hold it longer. I just keep breathing. It makes me feel a little anxious, you know, like I just want to like get out of it, get out of that exercise. But let's go ahead and inhale our arms all the way around and up. Gaze at that space in between your hands. Interlace your fingers. Index fingers, are pointing forward. You're gazing at your thumbs. And then go ahead and bring it in through your heart center. Interlace your hands behind your sacrum. Open your chest nice and wide. Your scapulas are coming toward one another. And then press your chest forward as you inhale, look up. And then exhale, bring it forward. With your hands behind your back, go ahead and hinge forward. Go ahead and tuck your chin slightly. Exhale, belly towards spine. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head. And then inhale, bring it up to center. Switch the fold of the legs. Inhale your arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers. Gaze at your thumbs. And then go ahead and flip it upward. Take an exhale here. Bring it forward. Pull through your arms, feeling that stretch around the shoulders, scapula area, and then release it all the way down. Interlace your fingers behind your sacrum. Inhale, pull up. Pull down with your hands, pull up with your chest. Gaze is upward toward the sky. And then exhale, bring your head down, chin toward chest, coming forward, hinging at your hips, lead with your heart. Your arms are trying to come up toward the sky. And go ahead and bring it back to center. Oof. All right, go ahead and lengthen out the legs. And then I like to walk my heels away from my hips, finding that upward rotation with the hips. Toes, facing the sky. And go ahead and walk yourself toward your legs, toward your toes. And then here, just not too much strain on like a perfectly straight back, but you don't want to really round it. Just kind of come forward. Lead with that heart. If you'd like, you can grab your peace fingers and you can wrap them around your big toes and then just pull yourself forward and down for a seated forward fold. Just go ahead and relax the head here. Breathing, humming, sighing out your breath anytime it feels nice. Go ahead and walk yourself up toward your center. Remove anything from underneath the sit bones. Go ahead and meet me down on a child's pose. Open the legs, toes meet one another. Sink your hips toward your heels. And then go ahead and extend your arms over above you, forehead on the mat. Relax the hands here for just a second. Go ahead and kind of wiggle your hips left and right. Just really allow your hips to sink here. Bring your hands to your low back, grab your low sacrum here, and just kind of press your hips toward the back of the room. Go ahead and relax your arms by your sides. Taking a breath or two to just really feel the sensation of this pose. It opens the hips, it lengthens the spine. And go ahead and place your arms by your shoulders and by your knees, and then go ahead and inhale. Press yourself up like you would in a push-up, coming all the way up. from a child's pose, go ahead and place your hands by your shoulders and then press yourself up like you would through a push-up. And then as you come up here, your toes are touching each other. Go ahead and inhale, rise the chest, look up. Allow the back of your head to fall toward your back. Go ahead and go over to one side. Half moon here, maybe close your eyes if you'd like. Just really engaging those back muscles of the neck. Go backwards again and forward. Then go ahead and pick the head up, come through center. Come onto your tabletop. Your knees are below the hips and your wrists are below the shoulders. You drop the belly, inhale, look up. And then exhale, round your spine, chin toward chest. Pressing the earth away from your shoulders. Inhale as you drop the belly, look up. And then go ahead and sink your hips over to the right side. Inhale, rise it up. And then go ahead and bend at your elbows, coming forward and down. Inhale up for cobra as you place your hips over to the right side onto kind of like a child's pose, but hips to the right. Inhale, rise it up. And then go ahead and drop the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Round your spine, coming back through a tabletop. Walk your hands about a hand length forward. Curl your toes under. Sink your hips towards your heels. Stretching the backs of the feet here just slightly. And then go ahead and swing your armpits outward, away from midline here, feeling a stretch on the shoulders, feeling your upper back engage. Go ahead and look up at your hands. Keep your hands where they are, coming forward. Bring your shoulders above your wrists, and then lift your legs for your plank position here. Then press your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Go ahead and rotate the shoulders outward. Lengthen through the arms. Press your hips up and back a little bit further. Belly towards spine. Chest toward thighs. Sinking the heels toward the earth. Looking up at your hands. Step your right foot forward. Inhale. Coming up to your crescent pose. And then exhale, bring it down. Step that right foot back, top of a plank. Release the knees, coming forward and down. Tuck those elbows towards your ribs. Inhale up for cobra. Exhale through a child's pose. Don't get too comfortable. Rise it up through a tabletop. Lift the legs. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and rotate those shoulders out. Press your heart toward your thighs, lengthening the arms, heels toward the earth, belly towards spine here. Looking up at your hands, step your left foot forward. Inhale up your torso, coming through your crescent pose. And then exhale, bring it back down. Step that left foot back, top of a plank. Release the knees onto the earth. Sink your hips towards your heels. Walk your torso upward. Sitting on your heels here, but your toes are curled under. Giving the backs of your feet a deeper stretch than a second ago when we were in child's pose. And when available to you, go ahead and walk your hands backward. If your palms can reach the earth, even better. Go ahead and lift your heart. Rotate your shoulders back. Look up toward the sky, keeping your head in alignment with your spine here. If available to you, you can inhale your right arm up and gaze at your thumb as you lengthen through it backwards. Bring it up and place it back down. Take the other hand out in front of you. Gaze at your thumb for focus. Follow it all the way as it lengthens behind you. Bring it back down. Go ahead and walk yourself up or press yourself up and come back up to the top of a plank. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and tilt over to one side, stacking the legs, or you can place one leg out in front of your body, pressing your shoulder away from the earth on the bottom arm. Open the opposite arm up toward the sky. If this isn't available to you, you can leave your hand by your side. Take a breath, lift those hips a little bit higher, and then exhale, bring it down. And we're just gonna dive into the opposite side right away. So your feet are opening to the opposite side. You can stack the feet or you can keep one in front. And then the bottom arm, the shoulders pressing away from the earth. Inhale, lift that left arm up. Lift the hips, you guys, a little bit higher. Don't let your head fall. Keep it in alignment with your spine. And then exhale, bring it down. Go ahead and come on to a child's pose and bring your arms by your legs, by your sides. Whew. On an inhale, place your hands by your shoulders. Press yourself up to your hero pose, and then go ahead and bring your left arm out in front of you, or your right arm, whichever one. With your opposite hand, press those fingers. Your palm is like a stop sign. With your opposite hand, grab those fingertips and make them come toward you. Just stretching the wrists here. Take a breath, maybe two. Then go ahead and point those fingers downward, and then grab your palm, the top of your palm, and then give it a little force so that it comes toward, the fingertips come toward you. So you're stretching the top of the arm here. And then we're gonna go ahead and release that, shake it out, and we're gonna do the opposite hand. So your left hand comes up, it's in a stop sign form, and then your opposite fingertips come. Grab the fingers and try to have them come towards you a little bit closer, but keep your arm nice and lengthened. Don't bend the elbow. Remember to breathe here. Just really allow yourself to feel the stretch of the arm, scapula, shoulder, fingers, palm. And you're following exhale. Point those fingers downward. Beautiful. And shake it out. Grab both of your hands, clasp them, and then just do some circular wrist rotation here, and then take it the opposite way. Oh my gosh, keep popping. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back onto your hands and bring the weight of your shoulders over your wrists here. Curl your toes under and then walk yourself a little bit closer toward your hands. Just really feel that weight. If available to you, bend at your elbows and see if you can walk your knees behind your armpits. And just hang here for a second. See if you can allow the shins to rest on the backs of the biceps. I think it's called triceps back here. See if the length of your legs, your knees are on your armpits, and then your legs are resting on your triceps. Maybe walk a little bit closer. Maybe you're gazing at something out in front of you that's not moving, and you begin to lift one toe, one foot, then the other. Or maybe you can lift both of them up and then set it down. Lengthen the legs out behind you. Rest your neck toward the earth here. Allow yourself to hang heavy. Go ahead and where your hands are planted, leave them there, and then inhale, look up as much as you can. And then exhale, let it go, relax the neck. Maybe give your neck a little bit of a massage here. Go ahead and bend your right leg, lengthen the left, and just sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. Keep breathing, y'all. Then go ahead and bend the left leg, lengthen the right. Keep breathing. Remember your breath. All right, lengthen out both of the legs. Go ahead and bend at your elbows, placing your knees up on your armpits one more time. And then go ahead and lean forward. Gaze at something that's not moving. Perhaps lift one foot. Perhaps lift the other. Or again, perhaps you lift both at the same time. And then hold it for a breath or two. Bring it back down. Go ahead and sit on your gluteus maximus or your hips, and then bring your knees in. Hug your thighs through the bottom of your knees, and then just give yourself a nice hug. You're tilting here at a V. Go ahead and draw your belly button back towards your spine. Lengthen the torso. Beautiful. We're going to do a quick core workout. I don't think y'all are ready. So we're going to keep our legs interlaced, so one foot on top of the other. And I'm actually going to shift a little bit. Y'all can see me. There we go. And we're going to grab our hands. We're going to clasp them, and we're going to go to the left, center, to the left, center, to the left, center, 5 more, to the left, center, to the left, center, to the left, center, to the left, center. We're gonna go over to the right, switch the legs, to the right, center, to the right, center, to the right, center, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and grab the tops of your knees, pull yourself upward. Very good. Switch the fold of the legs. And we are going to pretend like somebody is giving us a ball from the top, and we're going to grab it and toss it back up. Okay, so we're going to grab it, toss it back up. 2, grab it, bring it towards your belly, toss it back up. It drops, toss it back up. It drops, toss it back up. Okay, 4 more. Toss it, bring it down, toss it. 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more, and grab your knees, pull yourself up, switch the interlace of the legs, and now we're going to go on V's. So we're going to lengthen out the legs a little bit and bring it in. Lengthen out a little bit and bring it in. Engage the core. Palms by your sides. Good job. 5 more. You got it. And bring it in. And bring it in. I'm switching the legs. What is that? 3, 2, last one. Bring it in. Hold the knees. Give yourself a big hug. Hold the knees up. Don't let your feet touch the earth. Good job, you guys. This is a little bit of a different yoga day. We have eye yoga, we have some core workout, and then from here, you're going to place your hands out in front of you, and you're going to walk your hands back behind you, top of a plank. Press your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Rock the hips side to side, spread your toes wide. Lengthen out through the arms, belly towards spine, hips toward the sky, chest toward thighs. Go ahead and look up at your hands and step that left knee over for pigeon. Release the back knee down. I actually like to walk my knee 1 step further, grabbing onto my foot and my knee. Top of my back foot comes on the mat, and I always check, make sure that the back leg is nice and straight. And then I relax the shoulders, and I try to sink into this pose. I'm just opening up the hips here. It's always nice. Keep breathing. Place your hands out in front of you. You can walk down to your forearms. We're not going to be here too long. I'm just going to take 2 breaths. Go ahead and come back up. Place your hands out in front of you or by your sides. Curl your back toes under. Step that right foot back. Top of a plank. Press your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Right leg comes up. And then back knee sets on the ground. I like to always walk that knee backwards a little bit. As I grab my foot and my knee, I check that my back leg is straight. I don't allow my heel to flop lazy. I always keep it active, mostly trying to aim toward the sky or midline. And then just go ahead and relax your shoulders here. Try to relax the breath. When you're following, exhale. Perhaps you can come down to your forearms. And then maybe all the way down to your chest. 2 breaths, 1 more. Go ahead and bring your hands by your sides. Press your torso nice and up. And then begin to walk that left leg. I think my mat shifted through the practice. I'm not even in the camera. And then go ahead and sink your hips towards your heels. Don't get too comfortable. Rotate up through a tabletop. And then walk your hands or your knees through your hands. You're in hero pose now. Go ahead and sink your hips over to one side, bringing your legs out in front of you. And then we're going to go ahead and recline all the way back onto our belly as we hug both of our knees into our heart. And then really lift here so that your hips can come out from underneath, lengthening through the spine. This feels yummy. Maybe rocking side to side. Go ahead and open your arms out into a T. Allow both of your knees to fall over to the left. Allowing gravity to do the work. Gazing over the right shoulder. Take 2 breaths. Maybe a few more than 2. Relax the breath here. Let go of any type of restrictions. Go ahead and hug your knees in towards your heart, allowing them to reset. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Open your arms back out into a T, and then allow gravity to do the work as you allow your knees to fall over to the right side, gazing over that left shoulder. Take however many breaths you need. Let go of any stress. You're here, and this is all that matters. Take another inhale. Fully embrace the stretch. And on your following inhale, go ahead and bring yourself back to center. If you'd like to give yourself one last hug, go ahead and do so. Or otherwise, you can just continue to lengthen out the legs, maybe closing your eyes if they're not already closed. Lengthening the legs to opposite corners to open up the ankles, relax the knees, the glutes, let go of the belly, the ribs, relax the shoulders, let go of the grip of the jaw, allow your hands to relax by your side. Letting go of the muscles around your eyes. Relax for just a few moments. On your following inhale, perhaps bringing awareness back into the body. Breathing into your belly, maybe wiggling out the fingertips, wiggling out the toes. Maybe stretching your arms over above you, like that morning sunrise. Curling onto your right side in the fetal pose. Taking this moment to thank yourself for showing up, giving your body the maintenance it requires of you, keeping your eyes closed as much as possible, pressing yourself up to your most comfortable seated Sukhasana. Arriving back on your mat, arriving back to your body. I just want to invite you to remember how you feel in this moment. Take a good scan of how your shoulders feel, where your mind isn't going. Your mind is right here in the now. As you float your hands to your heart center, bowing your chin toward your chest in gratitude, I want to remind you to remember that intent that you set at the beginning of practice. Mine was clarity, to see clearly, to have a vision. 2021 can be a garbage year, or it can be a productive, growthful. It could be such a wonderful year of self-exploration, exploration of others, really tackling that to-do list, or perhaps like actually calling one family member every other week to say hello. Someone that you don't normally talk to, you know. If you talk to your mom every day, maybe call your sister or call your cousin. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through this practice of yoga. Thank you for taking on the challenges of either eye yoga or core workout or something totally bizarre. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will see you guys soon. And namaste. You may blink softly, open your eyes. Good job. And I believe tomorrow is going to be a great day for me to keep reading How to See Yourself as You Really Are by the Dalai Lama. And I'm thinking 10 a.m. again, but I'll be hashtagging Ruba Yogi reading, and then I'll also be hashtagging Ruba Yogi How to See Yourself as You Really Are, and Ruba Yogi How to See Yourself as You Really Are, and then tomorrow will be day 2. So yeah, there's 3 hashtags. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I'm just happy to read with you guys. It's exciting. Some of these books can be really like growthful, and we're in a time in our lives where I think like we could really benefit, you know, from people who have studied and been super involved with being in tune and in touch with like ourselves. Like the Dalai Lama from India obviously has had a lot of personal practice, self-development, and so I just want to share that with you guys. If you've never read the book, join me. Anyway, happy Tuesday. Go get you some tacos.